Recent breakthroughs in the mechanics of genetics have revolutionized how criminal investigations are conducted, even when a case is decades old. In 1954, Marilyn Shepard was murdered in cold blood. The crime captured worldwide attention and spawned the TV series The Fugitive. If modern genetic technology had been available, Sam Shepard would have met a different fate.
All of Cleveland awaits an answer to the question, who murdered Marilyn Shepard?
It was July 4th, 1954. Sam Shepard had guests over. He had, I guess, a few glasses of wine. He went to sleep under the stairs. His wife went to bed. A visitor came by, thinking Sam was away because he was not in plain view. And Sam heard some noise, got up, grappled with somebody. He called him a bushy-haired man.
The jury did not believe Sam Shepard's story. He was convicted and served 10 years in a state penitentiary for the murder of his wife. In 1966, Shepard appealed his conviction with the help of the trial lawyer F. Lee Bailey.
I'm confident that Dr. Sam will never be retried because the state does not now have a case it never did have.
In fact, Sam Shepard was retried, but Bailey was able to get him acquitted on a technicality. Still, many people believed he was guilty. He lived under a cloud of suspicion until his death in 1970. His son was determined to prove his innocence, but he made no progress until science began solving crimes.
DNA is a silent witness. It doesn't talk, but the scientist's job is to find out the facts, what the evidence tells.
Dr. Muhammad Tahir, a pioneer in DNA technology, was asked to help solve Marilyn Shepard's murder. To make the case, Tahir needed to compare DNA from the blood-stained items at the crime scene to a sample of Sam Shepard's DNA. But Shepard was dead and buried. Where could he get the DNA? Tahir came up with an ingenious way to solve the problem. He scraped the back of old postage stamps on love letters that Shepard had mailed to his wife in the mid-1940s. The tedious process took hundreds of hours. Once a DNA sample is obtained, scientists analyze its X-ray. The black bands show the patterns of the chemicals that make up the rungs of the DNA ladder. This fragment of DNA was found at the crime scene. And this DNA sample comes from a suspect. If the two match, there is virtually no chance for error, as long as the sample is not damaged or contaminated. In the Shepard case, the DNA sample was insufficient, but there was enough evidence to warrant taking another step. The authorities exhumed Shepard's body, and Tahir gathered more DNA. When he compared it to the DNA from the evidence, Tahir confirmed the genetic material at the crime scene did not match either Sam or Marilyn. That could only mean one thing.
In this case, the DNA found on the wood chip and on the Sam's pants did not belong to Marilyn Shepard, and neither it does belong to Sam Shepard. It has to come from somebody else.
Sam Shepard had been telling the truth when he claimed another person in the house was the murderer. The real killer was never tried, but Shepard has been exonerated, his family name cleared.
It's regrettable that it took 45 years for Dr. Sam Shepard to be vindicated. DNA evidence properly handled, tests properly conducted, is extremely reliable. The odds are astronomical that it was or was not this person. So it is a definitive way of excluding people, and that has been its principal benefit.